On to Egypt now, where supporters and opponents of former President Mubarak clashed outside a Cairo court. This is after the verdict in his ongoing trial was postponed again until November. Mubarak is accused of ordering the killing of protesters in the 2011 uprising. CCTV's Adel el-mahoruky is live from Cairo with more on this. Adel.
Well, it was a surprise to everyone. 40 days ago, the judge has set today, Saturday, to be the final day in the retrial of Hosni Mubarak that took over 1 year and over 3.5 years in total since Mubarak have been arrested for several charges. So when the judge today appeared in the court, people outside, Mubarak supporters and opponents, were waiting for a verdict. Mubarak supporters were highly expecting that the former president will finally be found innocent and freed from his arrest, or being cleared his name in general. So basically, when it happened, they clashed together, both sides. It was a minor clash, as the numbers we're talking about, few dozens were outside the court. But killing the protesters, not just what Mubarak was facing, he is also facing cases and charges of corruption and embezzlement and abuse of power. It was meant to be the end to a long saga. But the postponement came as an unpleasant surprise for Mubarak's supporters.
The judge is hesitating. It's a tough decision, and he's obviously not that strong. How come he sets a date for verdict and postpones?
We are not against the judge's decision, but Mubarak is 86 years old. When they first said the verdict is in 40 days, we thought he might not make it. Now, it's 2 months more.
And then, the families of victims who had hoped for justice.
They're playing with us and taking us lightly. They're disrespecting all of us. He is giving Mubarak an indirect innocence. If this boy was the son of a judge, would his verdict be delayed? Will his father wait 4 years in trials? Of course not.
So anger on both sides. But the judge says he wants to release the trial documents on the same day as the verdict, and it isn't ready yet. There are some doubts, though, in legal circles.
He has the right to delay, and the judges must not haste a verdict. But I know the case, and I don't think that the 160,000 papers the judge referred to is an accurate number for the trial's documents.
So when the trial resumes on the November 29th, many are expecting that the judge is unlikely, although he has the right to, will have a further delay. He would not want to embarrass the court once again, particularly after all the criticism, including the Mubarak family, in which witnesses say inside the court, Mubarak says, when will this be over? And after that, if the verdict has been reached and finally announced, there will be only one and final appeal through which another court will have to give a final and a quick say in Mubarak's fate. Susan.
Adel el-mahoruky, thank you so much for the update.